What's up? Got a QSP. QSP. This is a QSP Unicorn. 14C28N, stonewashed, black and purple G10 handle. Okay, well, I like purple. Let's get in it. Stickers, little schematics. I always like that. There's your specs for spec guys. 7.5 inches overall. It's got a thumb hole, button lock, flipper tab, 14C. It's got a lanyard hole, 4.25 inch handle, and a 3.25 inch blade. Yeah, pretty cool. I like the schematic. Simple thing, just print it and be done. Okay. Well, this is definitely bigger than I thought it would be. Look at this. All right. I'm already getting a vibe, man. A vibe. Let's get it out of there. Just some really smoothed over jimping right there. Ooh. Button lock timing. Trying to get all that figured out. I mean, I'm starting to get a rhythm, right? Of course, the minute I say that, then got a little bit of, had a little bit of oily on it. I just wipe it real quick. It's pretty gritty right there. Yeah, the action is a little. Well, let's get in it because it's a. I think it's the button is grinding on the blade right there. And so I may need to polish that up. Let's test that lock. Yeah, it's solid, but I think it's grinding. And it's definitely affecting the action. Something's grinding right there. Yep. All right, let's get in it then. Let's just move on and get inside. T8, T6 is the rest of the way. It's got one here for a barrel spacer. And then the back one on the pocket clip is also in a barrel spacer. So we should come off now. We'll control the ascent because there should be a spring underneath there. We don't want it to take off to the nether reaches of the room. The screws appear loose, so I think we're just bound up on the barrel spacers. Yep. There we go. Maintained our spring in there. See if I can feel what's grinding. I mean, I think it's the inside of that. So I'll polish that only because it's grinding. Something's going on there. So I'm gonna definitely polish it and tune it up. It's greased and not oiled, and so is it possible that that grease is holding on to, metal shavings, fine metal particles? Possibly. I also feel like I saw some flaws in this stonewash blade. And I'm going to look at that real quick. If so, we'll get it under some hot water with some detergent, and we should be able to clean that up. Yeah. See, we've got some markings here and here. So I'm going to go clean this up now, and I'll come back. Okay. Super hot water and the magical, mystical dawn. Let's see how we did. Yeah. Perfecto. Cleaned it right up. Yep. Nice. All right, let's move on. There was a time when if I got a blade and it had those Mars on it, I just thought that it had that it was in there, and I was just gonna have to live with it. It's gonna be so much nicer with these liners tuned up, cleaned up with a towel, because man, they were dull, full of grease and funky. Now they're shadow boxed by that purple, and then it has that black. Looks nice. All right, let's do the tiny parts. And then I'm going to clean up that button. I'm just going to run it on a really fine belt over here. Give it a polish. I don't want to remove any material. Just want to polish it up. Let's get this pivot clean. They're doing a good job of not smashing the blades anymore with badging. Just totally relying on their logo pretty much just in the pivot. Sometimes I find it on a pocket clip too. Did they put anything on the clip? Nope. Yeah, just on the pivot on this one. Alright, so I'm going to polish up this inside edge right here because it's riding on the blade right there. and see if I can't get some of that gritty out of it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I run that up and down in the belt over here, and really kind of just polished up this in here the best I could. So we're going to put it back together. We'll see what the end result was. The pivot's captured in the bottom scale here. Let's put the button on at the same time. How about that? That always helps. All right. Pretty simple. There we got it. Something tells me that we're not locked into these barrel spacers. Nope. There we go. There we go. One of these different? They look the same. I think that's the pocket clip one though. I'm going to say that was a good guess. I think I was right about that. A little bit of wiggle. No wiggle. I mean, I don't know what that was in that action, but it's gone now. And it's got like a detent going on. I don't know what was going on before, but it is completely transformed. Let's get into it. Wow. So let's, a little housekeeping. So deep carry pocket clip recessed into the scale, and the screws are recessed as well. It's got a insert on the opposite side for a reversible pocket clip, so you can flip it over here. I'm really glad that I shined up those liners because you can see that from these holes. So that's all nice tuned up in there now and showing. Wonderful texture on the G10. And let's really assess this action now. Look at that. Remember how grindy it was? Like it no more would drop shut than the man in the moon. Blade centered. Spidey flick. It's got detent. Like it, once you break that detent, boom, it's gone. Even on the back flipper now, I can't fail it. I have no idea what was going on with it, but it was bad. And now this knife, I mean, this is a great example of take it apart, tune it up, and the thing runs like it runs like a champ. Look at this thing. So button lock action. The detent is so good on this. I'm gonna give it an A. That's crazy because when I was first running it, I was thinking at that level it was a C, not good. I mean, maybe a D. It was worse than average. Like, it was having issues. It was grinding and having problems. And it could just be that grease somehow got contaminated, and so it was grinding in there. I don't know. But I know now that I can't fail it. Like, it literally has detent, and it's drop shut. Yeah, really nice. The detent on the Spidey flick, wonderful. Stonewashed 14C28N. They did badge that there, but really small. There it is. Yeah, very nice. Ergonomics. I mean, full 4-finger grip, and not so confident, confident, very confident. It's definitely a confident grip. This finger flipper, back flipper, provides a really nice finger guard. No jimping up here, but nice platform for the thumb. You know, it's got a great confident grip for sure. Reverse grip, solid, able to, the middle finger locks into the pocket clip here, designed for it. Just locks right into this loop, and then the thumb caps that perfectly. Very strong grip here. And then, I mean, I can get here, and if I was going to try to, smash this into something and, I don't know, waller out a hole or whatever I was going to do, I'd rather go this way than this way. This is going against that sharp edge, away from it. This is going with it. So I'd much rather go here, and I can get there. It's just not, I mean, yeah, I can definitely get here, and I can cap that. It's a strong grip there. So, pretty much any way you want to grab this thing, it's going to function for you. And the action's wonderful. Let's check that pocket clip. It had great tension when I first snapped it, so I got high hopes for it. I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, on the thick stuff, all the way in, just the tiniest little bit poking over this little edge right here. But very deep. These holes can be a nice purchase to pull out. And in the thick material, this thing is locked in. Whew. On standard jean size material, it's a dryer clip. If I put this in this pocket, threw this in the dryer, let it tumble around for 30 minutes, when I pulled it out, this knife would still be right there. Yeah, nice. I like it. I like a simple pocket clip design that functions. I'm happy with it. Safety. Can we make blade contact anywhere? No. And the tip is nice and recessed down below this little hump right here. So tip's good, clip is awesome, and I can handle this knife any way I want, and without the risk of catching that sharp part. Which, let's look at that detent. Look at that. Just sucks it right in. And that's being created by that button. Very nice. Well, 14C. It's a great steel, great midline steel. We're slightly toothy, and so I am just going to hit it on the strop real quick. Use my little work sharp. I like it. Gets me just on the bevel. Very nice. 2 times. Yeah, so didn't ride up on the flats at all. We were just on that bevel part, and all we did was remove any micro burrs that were there, if there were any. And I think there were. It was a little toothy, so we're about to find out. I'll be able to tell. Yeah, completely different edge. Super smooth. Razor sharp. Wonderful. Yeah, excellent knife. Price and availability. QSP Unicorn. So this unicorn's fairly new to the market, and I'm seeing them out there for around $69. So G10, purple G10. It's layered, so the edges are all purple. The top surface is black G10, nice gritty surface. Stone washed 14C, steel liners, button lock. Around $69. Pretty cool. Awesome. Appreciate you watching.